Good day. You're welcome to use the forge, unless you're preordained. Then you'll have to go elsewhere. I mean it. That's a loaded question. What haven't they done? Nothing's been the same since those killers set foot in Gale Crossing. Listen, I work closely with some concerned parties in the region. They have a standing offer. Every member of the Preordained carries a talisman on their person. Proof of allegiance to Telogrus. Small, silver, cheap. But if you can get your hands on some of these talismans, I'll pay you good money in trade. And the bounty is open to anyone. Now, let's change the subject. My husband and I moved here from the plains 10 years ago. We were raised travellers. But as we got older, the life didn't suit us. We left Moon Camp and settled here in the village. It was perfect. Quiet and calm. The ideal place to start over. We loved it. Until Telogrus arrived with his brood. Since then, it's been nothing but chaos. Isn't that what they promise? Most of the town carries on as normal. But the fear never releases any of us from its cruel grip. I can hardly speak of it, what they've done. But I must, to preserve the memory of my beloved, Aaron. They arrested him under false charges and locked him away in Madding Wind. I never heard from him again. They said he tried to escape, that they killed him out of self-defense, but it's a lie. He was butchered. Niskaru, bless you.
Where does it hurt? I passed through this village several times in the past, on the long journey from the Hessen River east through the foothills, but I have never seen it like this. The people carry the weight of the whole region's fear upon their shoulders. Bandits roam the forests and leave the corpses of their victims in the tall grass, where scavengers circle and cry. Gone are the days of the great Sativ road, of fat bundles and merry gatherings. The only ones celebrating in Gale Crossing are the coffin makers.
Yes. Oh, look at this fresh face. Still got the glow of the East. Tell me, Freshie, you been in Mithros long? Toenails fallen off yet? Name's Mallory. This is my family's place, the Gemstone Tavern. You need anything, you talk to me. You won't believe it, but this tiny town has been here for centuries. The only way station between the city and the Feylands. A warm hearth and a cold drink. Safety from the storm. Lived here all my life. Born and raised at the base of these mountains. I'm Almain, but I've got cousins among the Mitharans. You've got to be close out here to keep warm. I've got no patience for bullies. We've done fine here in Mithros without Telogrus and his band of merry cutthroats. Whenever they roll into town, there's mayhem. Are you kidding with me? Agarth, that old drunk who wrecked my place not but 2 days ago. Damn Outlanders. Yeah, he was here, though I was glad to see the back of him. The Warden and a few brutes dragged that sloppy fate weaver off to Madding Wind. Serves him right. It's an old Mitharan ruin, east of the village, through the switchbacks, over the river. They say it used to be an Arathi reliquary. All the oldest, shiniest junk. Arathi never wanted anybody going in, and now the Preordained don't want nobody coming out. Interesting. So you're looking for dirt on the prison. What does that make you? An escape artist? Honestly, the best way to go to jail is to commit a crime. No easier way than that. Unless you're willing to pay, of course. All right then. Now you're speaking my language. Listen, Warden Blackwood, he's the law in Gale Crossing, and he does his drinking here at the Gemstone. I overhear a lot. I'd talk to him. See you around.
Keep your wits about you.
It's a pity. The Groot was a good man. To think he spent 5 years fighting the Tuatha, only to come home and die like this. A brutal crime. He deserved better. What? Help you free that wastrel Agarth? Not a chance. I have some scruples. Mama Blackwood taught her boy well. Unless you're willing to pay, of course. I have not signed anything, if that's what you mean, and I do not get paid. But yes, I will aid them when asked. There are other methods of compensation. One of them is to be left alone. Suit yourself. It gets mighty drafty down in Madding Wind. Hope your friend Agarth can stand the cold. Be extra careful.
Welcome to Revival.
You there! Halt! You're making a big mistake! Surrender now! Get over here! Safe.
There's a presence here, and I dare not stop more than a moment. I felt it earlier in the depths of the old cistern, where the walls had been scarred with chaos markings. All traces of the Arathi had been scraped clean, gouged from the ancient stone by picks and daggers. I fear that this place, once a sanctuary for the just, has been tainted by the touch of Telogrus. I must move on before I am discovered.
Surrender now! Die!
Come to Telogrus. Come to Telogrus.
You're mine. We don't want to.
Come to Telogrus.
mine. Your sword is required. You're mine. Telogrus!
This is what all the fuss is about. After all the trouble I endured to bring you here, capturing your friend, imprisoning him in this tomb, summoning a Horinox, you still won't die, and now I must deal with you myself. Tell me, Fateless One, why shouldn't I simply pull your heart from your mouth and let you writhe around on the floor like a drowning fish? Does it matter what I tell you? Will it change your mind about killing me? Yes, I am Telogrus, though this vessel does little to exhibit my true majesty. This boy, this skin, he is merely the instrument with which I am able to cross into this world. He had a name once, but that matters little now. Silly question. Why not? I am the god of chaos, after all. I sow unrest, confusion, and havoc. Mitharu and I have spent an eternity in struggle, but there has always been an imbalance. Fate. It was Mitharu's clever trick. His way to impose order on a world begging for chaos. But no more. The veil is weak in these mountains. Has been for thousands of years. My guess is that those fool Irathi traveled frequently between this world and ours, weakening the barrier. Weak spirits. I will never slay enough of them to be satisfied. I know that, and you know that. However, the majority of this ignorant world does not. Amalur has and always will be my plaything. That is the very nature of gods and mortals. I imagine you have better understanding of that now, after everything you have experienced. This is the spirit I had hoped to see. Indomitable. Foolish. I will fight you, and I will kill you. I will char your skin like a pig's, and you will feel every lick of the flames. But you will have my respect. First, let us see if you are worthy. If you are truly the Fateless One, prove it to me. Show me the full extent of your power. You will not lay a finger upon me, child of dust. You're a disgrace. Is this all? Is this the might of the Fateless One? And they said the Fateless One was powerful. A pathetic display. After everything you've done, I'd expected more. But it seems I expected too much. Your friend Agarth will remain locked away forever. For I have the key to his deliverance. I take his life with me. Farewell, child of dust. You're a fool, faithless one. Predictable and safe. A true child of order. There is no escape from the Chaos Realm. The only way out is protected, clad in the same chaos magic that I am. It seems that destiny has finally come to claim you, faithless one. It has been fun.
Consider me flattered. No one's ever worked so hard for my companionship. It's good to see you, old friend. I thought we'd freed the world from fate, but I was wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. So it seems our destinies are still inseparably linked, though I no longer have the ability to see it. It's been a difficult time, and I may have relied on old vices to see me through it. But I'm not proud of my mistakes. Lotos and his gang of fanatics found me in a somewhat compromised state. I'd slept the night in a bottle, as they say. They gathered up my old bones and tossed me in here with the other prizes. Sadly, they won't share their secrets with me. But I've drawn some of my own conclusions based on what I've seen. I recognize some of the other prisoners. People of standing. Names I recognize. I believe the Preordained are kidnapping persons of influence from across Amalur and sacrificing them to Telogrus. If my theories are correct, every death further damages the tapestry of fate. The deaths of those with connections and reach across the world, well, their deaths leave holes that are not easily repaired. Everything comes apart faster. Soon there will be no stopping it. Yes, yes, rub it in. Laugh at the man in the shackles. Classy as always. Before you get all high and mighty, remember that we found you in a pile of corpses. Now hurry and get me out of here. There is no more time for jest. Speaking of narrow escapes, how did you manage to free yourself from the Chaos Realm? I've never seen it done. A weapon? In the Chaos Realm? That's the first I've heard of anything like that. But I'm not always the most reliable source. Keep that blade close. I've got a feeling it's the only reason you're alive right now. Now, is there any reason why we're still standing around jabbering? Farewell, my friend. Okay. I think we'll be safe here. As safe as one can ever be from the Preordained. They knew I was coming. As they know you were coming, they employ fate weavers like us to track and eliminate their prey. Make no mistake, Telogrus is a true threat. But he's also an ordinary man, which adds some complications. Now that I'm free again, it's vital that we continue with my mission. Otherwise, Mithros and Amalur will be in great danger. I must get in contact with Skald Atlas, a former member of the Order. She's been keeping us updated on events in Mithras, but she's been forced to flee from her home, to find a new hideout from the Preordained. Skald is the key to everything. Well said. We're always stronger together, especially out here. Mithras is no place for lonely. I was on the trail of the blacksmith Skald Atlas, and the Preordained got in my way. Skald has been out here for years, and she has answers about chaos weapons like the one you recovered, about our powers. As the weave unravels, fate magic is changing, and we're changing along with it. I'm not sure exactly. Have you seen the rifts? The tears in the weave? I see them, but when I try to touch them, nothing. The thinning of the barrier between worlds has granted us a glimpse of the other side, a chaos sight. I have very little control over it, but knowing you, well, I can only imagine. It's time to fight fire with fire, as they say. It's my theory that weapons touched with chaos magic will harm him. Of course, I've never gotten close enough to test it. I knew I could count on you. Telogrus doesn't stand a chance. After this, I'll retire. Find a nice piece of farmland in the wolds, settle down. Maybe not. Skald's forge is hidden under the mountains, but she still needs to emerge for supplies and information. We should talk to Arella Axel, a smuggler who's said to make the occasional delivery to our friend the blacksmith.